It's never easy, isn't it? We are live, people. Time is ticking. The Premier League season is almost over. I'm 10 minutes into the stream and I'm thinking, should I contact Coca-Cola Bottling Company to sponsor us? Basically, we won the Carabao Cup, that energy drink, and we like that energy today. So therefore, this stream must be sponsored by Coca-Cola Bottling Company. You know what? For me, as a consumer of the game, you pay to watch the game, right? You pay your subscription. But today was like paying the ticket to go to the zoo to watch 11 elephants try to kick the ball and just stumbling across. It's farcical. It is absolutely shambles. These players are getting paid money, big money. David De Gea, 250k a week for what? For what? I'm sorry, I've been defending you, right? I think with age, balls are getting smaller, right? Think about it. Think about it. When you're young, you start playing football, right? When you're getting to your mid ages, you start playing tennis, right? And when you get over past 50, you start playing golf. In conclusion, balls are getting smaller. Now, I'm sorry. For me, today simply wasn't good enough. I'm a realist. I know what I'm talking about. I'm always the most positive realist you can hear me say. And I've been keeping the fort going up for the realist army, trying to keep the positivity. But simply, Ragnick is right. This team needs an open heart surgery. 100%, 100%. You know what? In a way, trying to dissect this game, to be honest, for me, it was putting on Netflix and putting on David Attenborough, watching a documentary of a snail's funeral. There was no application. It was so slow. Did Erik ten Hag do it wrong? I think so. Little too late. It happened again. And therefore, my friends, big up. Welcome to the stream, because we are here for the therapy session. I thought I would never do the therapy session again, but we have to. I have people waiting in the background. Let's kick off the show. Let's big up for all of you for coming in here. Let's go. You know the movie Men in Black, Jarvis? You know the movie Men in Black, right? You watched it, right?
I have watched it many times.
Yeah, you imagine this is the rod, right? Watch this space now. Forget about this game. Gone. Gone in 90 seconds. Gone in 90 minutes. We cannot play ball. We cannot play ball at the end of the season. It happens every freaking season, to be honest. They called us, on the Oli era, like they call us second half FC. On the Ten Hag era, they call us first half C. Today, none of them turned up, right? You can have a bad day at the office, right? That's a normal expression. You can have a bad day at the office. But in order to have a bad day at the office, you need to turn up to the office. You need to turn up to the office. None of them did. And David De Gea, what the hell are you doing? You're getting paid $250 a week. For what? You had 3 defenders around you. 3 defenders defending the ball, and there's a fizz ball. And you can't even stop that. Yeah? You can't even stop that. They were gone. From that moment, the team was gone. The stability and the back line, what we were raving up, what we were bigging up, they were gone. As soon as the goalkeeper loses his shit, the whole team looked shaky. Jarvis, take it away. What the hell happened? Talk to me. I can't see like the forest from the tree here.
Yeah, what to say? It was a shit show.
That's my saying.
Yeah, we lost our head when United when De Gea. What happened? He slipped or whatever. But it was Benrahma against 3 defenders and a shot from 25, 30 yards, and it was no power. De Gea is slipping up, and then we just hand it to West Ham. They were just, you could hear the crowd. They wanted blood. So And our players usually in those situations, we know what happens. They crave in.
They
They
want.
are not mentality monsters at
Yeah, yeah,
all.
no, seriously, it was a shit show. I rather pay and watch a shit show than watch nothing at all, right? Right. Even Ted Lasso is better, right? To be honest. And I
Yeah.
mentioned 𝒂𝒊𝒄𝒌, like a snail's funeral. 𝒂𝒊𝒄𝒌 is like a famous nature documentary. He makes everything about the animals and stuff, Serengeti and all that stuff. That would be more interesting, to be honest, to watch this shit show, right? I
So yeah.
can't. I can't justify this. We have, like, 3 games left to play now, 4 games left to play. We had a golden opportunity, and this is exactly the same pattern like last season.
Mm.
Last season in May, you don't have the mental application. Some people in that squad personnel they don't belong there. They don't belong there. And I
No.
can't blame Ten Hag, but one thing that I can blame is his lineup, to be honest. What the hell are you throwing in Weghorst for? We saw how compact they were. You will never get what you needed. A Martial from very first beginning to play with his back against, the goal and link up play, right? We
Mm.
didn't look, we didn't have tempo, we didn't have stamina, we didn't have the second balls. We just went, whatever. Yeah, what? I'm getting paid 200 grand a week, whatever, right?
Mm. Yeah.
Seriously. Is this Manchester United we're talking about? I'm saying one more time. I always say that. Manchester United. Just take this word sentence. Manchester United. So men playing with chest, playing with a
No
bad,
chest. No
with
chest.
full chest, and being united. There was no cohesion, right? There was
Mm.
no leaders on the pitch. There was, I don't know. There was just whatever. Ericsson, even like, the pundit was saying he looks knackered. Oh, hang on, of course he had injury, but he had rest, right? How
Mm.
come he's knackered? Why would you play him then? Of course, I understand. We missed Ericsson in the last in the last game against Brighton, then, but he looked knackered. He didn't track back. His
Yeah.
passes didn't turn up either, right? There was nobody there, right?
Yeah, but to
Rashford
be
was
honest, when you talk about Ericsson, just to defend him a little bit, the biggest problem is we don't. Ten Hag always talk about his principles. We didn't follow
yeah,
his
rules and
principles
principles.
at all. Every time we had the ball, it was passed to the first movement and hurry up. We didn't try to control the game. We didn't try to control the tempo. We didn't try to pass the ball and drag the opposition over to one side and shift the play so we had space for our fast wingers to run into the goal. We didn't do anything of that. It looks like today, for example, Bruno, every time he got the ball, hurry, 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 let's try to make a goal. Same with Rashford.
Hurry. We're gonna
Yeah,
make rice and curry.
it's
Yeah,
very frustrating
true.
to watch.
Fast food.
No,
So,
no.
in other ways, we can say we're sponsored by the bottling company Coca-Cola and fast food McDonald's. Hurry, fast food, right?
Hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Look, guys, I'm so sorry. You never see me angry, right? You never ever see me angry, right? But today I was just sheer frustration, because you know why? You know why? We always have to sit here and pick up the scraps, win, lose, draw, sure, whatever we can call it. I don't mind. I love my team. If you would pay me 1 cent, I would even, I would carry David De Gea's gloves myself personally.
Mm.
I will run through the brick walls for this team. You know, and the reason why I'm upset, because we invest so much time and hour. Jarvis today, he had to make men's for his family to make way so he can watch this 90 minutes of football, same as everyone else. Because otherwise, if we don't, our other half is going to give us grief. But the worst part is now that my other half is going to get my wrath and grief, because I'm going to be in very bad mood.
Mm.
But that's what we need this therapy session for, guys. That
Yeah.
is it. So we're trying to unpack this game, Jarvis, and we're trying to sort of find some positives. At least we're going to try to give back the day in a little bit of more of a joke and bent. So we're waiting for
Mm.
the famous power hour to come in as well. I think he's also stuck in his bants and rants, but you know what? Let me see what the people in the comments are saying. Guys, let us know your feelings. Let it all out. Rip. is it deservable? Let me go to the comments. Oh, there's a lot of comments. Carl Dickinson was always saying, I'm nervous about this tonight. Oh, yeah, there was. Carl, big up, because you were here, hours before we even started the stream, and you were the first one to write this comment. You were rightfully right to be nervous. Me and Jarvis, we had a lineup, warm-up, stretching. We felt like build up the mood, vibe. We were confident. Mick Ruby said 3-1. And hell, I even went confident, like, went 1-0 down and said, come on, second half, we can still get 3-1, right? So I responded to Carl. We will see, Carl, if it will be heaven and hell, blue skies, or pain. It just turned out to be heaven and hell, blue skies. I am pain, right? Yalle Malin say, oh shit, this hurts. Shocking that we are so bad away. Yeah. RDK, Ten Hag, too coward. Should we unpack what REK saying that Ten Hag out to coward? Was it a playing safe, Ari? Was it? Let us know. What do you think, Jarvis? Was it to play safe? Was it Ten Hag to blame for the lineup?
He totally missed with his lineup today. We
jinxed
said it in the pre-show. 10 Weghorst. He has the triple booster vaccinated against scoring goals. Today he didn't do anything good, and it says something about the team and the other players around when you have Weghorst in the starting lineup. What do you think Bruno and the other players think in their mind when they see him?
You know what?
Yeah.
At least Weghorst, it doesn't offer application in goal scoring, but at least the guy gives it everything he got. But he's just not it. He's not the product. Like, he's not the Lipizan white horse that we thought we would get, right? So big up Realist, big up Alien Teno as well for you. Have we blown top four, or we have blown top four? That's the question. Have we, or I don't know. It's hard to say. We had Ali and Teno today a fantastic opportunity, like last season. Nobody wanted it. It was like, Jesus Christ. I got the vibe from last season, to be honest, right? We are getting to that point. And now we could have leapfrogged Newcastle, who actually lost today against Arsenal as well, and just been safely in that third spot, safely sailing away from the top four. Now we have to, one game ahead, Liverpool still 1 point behind us. It's going to be tight. But Newcastle is also in the same position. But Newcastle is looking more mentally stable than us, to be honest. Arian Kronos, welcome back again, sir. Welcome, guys. Welcome back to the therapy session. We have to have a conversation. We have to. This is our job as fans, right? If I was in that away section, please continue, sir. Would the real Arian Kronos please stand up? Please let us know what you are thinking with the remaining line. Yeah, I can sort of imagine, now I'm getting more positive because of all of you guys. No good man, United. No good man. Yeah. No, very bad. Very, very, very bad, Bunny. Very, very, you're a very bad Bunny. No good man, Buffalo man. You. Where is my, what's this called? This pointing finger guy. I love him. I love him to come and point the finger. Yeah. City will destroy us in the final. I get your thought process, my friend, but we are far away from that game,
Come on, Alien. Keep the faith.
Alien.
Keep the faith.
Yeah. Oh, there's a song, Keep the Faith by Bon Jovi, right? Keep the faith,
Keep the faith.
Yeah. If we don't 100%, man, it's going to be nasty, right? It's going to be like a Pavarotti opera, like, but it ain't over like opera. It ain't over till the fat lady sings, you know what I mean? That's a saying. Nothing to say about anything nasty that I say. Please, YouTube algorithm, please forgive me, but that's just a saying what they say. Like, it's not over until the fat lady sings, and that's usually when the fat lady comes out in opera and says, "Whoa," Okay, if we keep the hair, we might as well call it a wrap for next season. I want to listen, guys. I'm gonna put my hand up. Listen, I'm definitely going to put my hand up. I have been the biggest David De Gea defender this whole season to say that is the least priority we have to replace. He's probably one of the best shot stoppers in the world, but the balls are getting smaller, right? The balls are getting smaller, and he's been doing fatal mistakes. Even there was instances in this game where he cannot play from the back. He almost cost us a 2-0 goal. again. Now, I don't know if his head is gone. I don't know what's going on, but he clearly was not at the races today. God. And when you don't have the confidence in the goalkeeper, when you're playing the back line, the whole system falls, right? So if they are in a negotiation for the contract, I'm sure Ten Hag is looking at it to say, I might give you 100K, 120K, but I'm going to bring in the next keeper and you have to work for it. I don't know. What's your thought process, Jarvis? Because I'm getting fed up. I'm getting like, that's the last line of defense. He's been a legend at the club. He's saved us so many times. But I'm just looking at the game and what Erik Ten Hag wants to do, right?
Yeah,
I'm looking.
I've been crystal clear all the time. I want De Gea out. I just want to say, okay, thank you for your service. It's been a good 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 years.
Yeah.
I don't know how long he's
Yeah.
been here, but he's a legend of the club. Yeah, but now it's time to move on. Time to do something else.
Yeah, but you got to do what our legendary Gaffer did, right? You move them on.
Yeah.
We were crying when he moved on, like Beckham and all the key players, right? Ronaldo, and we were crying, but it was just like, it's time to go. Thank you for your loyal service. Yeah. I had you in my team. We won things. Now you're going with other things, and obviously, if you look at the final score and reaction headline, you see the breakdown. Yeah, but that is to mean the match breakdown. But we're absolutely having a breakdown, meltdown, and we're having a Sunday roast, people. Rants and roast today.
Yes.
If you want to come in and have a rant and show, I can share the link here. I will share. I will challenge you. Come in and roast us. Come on. If you think we're wrong, right, I will post it in the chat line. Call into the studio. Let me know your thoughts and feelings. This is how we have to engage as therapy session.
Yes.
Here we go. Posted. Guys, you're welcome. Now, guys, we are waiting for the final energy to come in, and I can see him in the background. And I told him, please be gentle, right? Because this guy has been training all week to sharpen his rants. Hopefully, I would say that it would be a positive rant, but I'm just so curious to hear what Football Power Hour has to say, what Pappi has to say, because it's all about application and power, right? So, without further ado, I say, knock, knock.
Who's there?
Pappi.
Disaster hug. Disaster tactics. Today I have a question. I have to question.
Okay. Hold on. Who's been feeding you 6-pack of Red Bulls? Okay, hang on.
Because I love Eric. Go ahead, Mick. Say it.
Okay, we always say bold is best, bold is beautiful, right? And the other day on your quiz show, I actually chose Erik Ten Hag's bald head. Yeah, you remember this?
Yes.
Because I thought he's bold and beautiful, and I still love Erik Ten Hag. Don't get me wrong, Pappi. We're here because we are allowed to criticize the performance on the pitch, right? That's it. Nothing wrong with the manager. And I love your dog in the background. Oh my God, what a cutie! Look. For once, I thought you had a tail. Okay, it is time for Pappi. Oh, what a cute! All right, yo, listen.
So I might have my support animal right now, and it'll be a muted rant. But I have really questions have to be asked about Ten Hag's tactics today. And as we said, because we love you, it does not mean we cannot pose questions about it. Right now, the main thing is Erik Ten Hag. We saw repeatedly over and over again. We got warning signs. You chose not to stand up for the warning signs and do something about it. What was Bruno Fernandes doing further than Weghorst? In the first half, many times, isn't Bruno supposed to be the one with the pass? Isn't Bruno supposed to be the one distributing? And then second half, I see Martial chasing from the ball from the center halves. Martial is on next to the touchline asking for the ball when Bruno Fernandes is the player closest to the goalkeeper. What is that? Erik Ten Hag, what is Weghorst doing on the freaking lineup? If he's in the lineup, it's okay. You want to give him a chance. But what is he doing after 45 minutes?
I think he was on Tinder swiping left, right.
He was swiping in ways that I honestly, bro, Mick, like
Hey,
I'm guessed right now, and it's one of those things where, if at all, I'm still confident we'll finish safely in top 4. But if at all, we just something
yeah,
happens, we caused it ourselves. It's not because of other people's brilliance, you know.
Yeah, but
dude,
Pappi, are you still confident? Really, deeply
Oh, no,
inside
I'm
your heart,
confident.
do you feel it?
I'm confident. I'm confident. We will. We will. The thing about it is, like, we are away from home. We're almost more or less done. I think we have one more away game. You
yeah,
know,
we do.
we have
Yeah,
one more away game. Yeah,
that's
and
Bournemouth.
that's Bournemouth. You know, and at home we're a totally different team. When we travel, we just have a travel sickness that happens, and we just get
Yeah.
overwhelmed. And it starts with David De Gea. Sometimes he's just never settled at the back.
No.
And we saw some of that permeate today. David De Gea aside, though, I do not blame him at all for today. He was part of the problem.
Listen,
But
you have a
David
point
De
there.
Gea mistake aside, we still need to test the other goalkeeper. We did not.
We didn't. Fabianski was untested, right? Like, I'm not gonna tell you. You can go to the doctors and get tested for certain things, but we never even got to the to the reception to ask for an appointment. Yo, listen, can you bring back your dog again?
He's really mad. Bruno.
Is
Not even
Bruno. We
responding
don't
to the
talk
Bruno
about
name anymore.
Bruno.
Look,
What?
he's just looking away. Stamps.
Stamps?
Come here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You see if
Yeah.
your dog reacts to this, because one thing that we were missing today, Pappi, can you bring
He
your
doesn't
dog back,
want the
please?
Bruno.
Guys, I
Come
want to see beautiful Bruno, right? And I want the Bruno to have a
No,
look at this.
he actually, no cap. He when Bruno is on form, come here.
Come, Bruno. I want to show you something that we lack today.
He actually responds to the name. Come here, jump on the chair. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
Bruno, if you
Bruno.
played for Manchester United today, this is what we missed, right? Are you guys ready? Because what we missed today was this.
Busca a linha de fundo, entrou na área, fez o cruzamento para
É gol! Xavier Pretinha! É gol, Pretinha!
That's what we missed. And we missed your Bruno to celebrate and score. And this guy is even wearing the jersey. It's better than Martial gloves.
Right.
Actually,
Yeah, that's beautiful.
It's better than Martial's gloves, to be honest, guys. You know
I
what?
know.
All right. So that's what we're here for, guys. We have to, I know it's hard. Like, I was upset. I never let my fear and emotions, or that's why I don't like to do, like, post match reactions when we lose. I need to think about it. I need to be angry. I need to, like, but if we win, I run around naked in my garden a couple of laps, like, and police, my neighbors calls the cop, and I get arrested for nude in public. But anyway, the beauty of the game is that we cannot always win, right? We cannot always go 12 rounds like a Premier League season and expect to win, right? The thing is to be real, right? It's about what we expect from this team. I think we're putting a lot of expectations on it, and one thing that we do expect is at least at least put in an effort. Again, you have a point, Pappi, when you say regarding De Gea, he's got some traveling issues, like, in De Gea, in Sevilla as well, right? Every time he travels away, his head is not there, right? And most of the players look like they are still, like, I don't know, they're in Twilight Zone, in Gaga Land, or I don't know where they are. But for me, I will tell you, right, guys, excuse me. I just need to sort of express myself what I really mean with the Snail's funeral and all that stuff, right? Because after a game, if we lose, I always use this Man in Black. All I want to do is press that rod and look into the light and just disappear, right? Forget about it. Sorry for smoking. But at the end of the day, like, it is what it is. Like, to be real, like, we didn't showed up to the office, like, no, to have a bad day at the office, you got to actually turn up to the office, and nobody turned up to the office, Pappi. That's it. We're talking about the open heart surgery, the bypass is needed, the connection between the brain and the heart and the lungs and the organs in terms of anatomy. There's certainly some parts missing. Somebody's been digging out some organs, and it's not there. It's not a full body. Pappi,
It's
talk to
it,
me,
it,
please. Make me calm.
there no, I mean, there is also a very overcomplication, selfishness, individualistic culture that's permeating and is growing a lot. I'm seeing it a lot in Rashford. I see it a lot in Anthony sometimes. When moments are simple, where it's very simple to get out of the moment, out of the situation with a pass, and you actually create a dangerous opportunity for your teammate, and we actually choose to kind of to want to go ahead and beat the extra guy or for no reason, at moments where it doesn't need to happen. And that is very worrying to see Ten Hag and Benny McCarthy and all of them just see that the forward line disintegrate like that. It has not been cohesive at all the last couple of games. Matter of fact, Carabao Cup final, or prior to the Carabao Cup final, was the last time I saw some cohesion and some. We've had moments of brilliance or moments of like sparks where it's just like something out of nothing type of goals, ever since then. But something needs to be done. Something needs to be done, and I really hope Ten Hag can find the solution, because he also is having to learn about these players and what they actually are all about when it comes to the business. And this is do or die moments.
I think you have a point. Alien Tenno is writing something. He's kind of, or she, I'm not sure what you are, but it's kind of like Twin Peaks. Everyone that's watched Twin Peaks is twisted, like, that is really twisted. And it just turned out, the final just turned out to be a dream. Everything that was just, and it makes sense because everything was twisted and couldn't make sense. And then Laura Palmer wakes up and it's just a dream. That was the most bullshit ending that I've ever seen. But this is kind of the way I feel like it is kind of surreal. We are coming to the end, and at the end of the day, wake me up, like, before it's all over, like that Avicii song. So wake me up before it's over. So now I have to play my cold song, fix me song, like, I will try to fix you, just to be, that's my go-to song when we lose. Guys, let me know what is your go-to song to make you feel better after loss. But I agree. Listen, Jarvis, you like Jarvis Cocker. Please help me to feel a little bit better. Do you agree what Pappi is saying there? Like, what is the formula? Do you think Ten Hag has tried everything in his power? You messaged me today. He's jinxed it. He's mixed too much.
Yeah, he really did. He put Bruno on the left. He put Weghorst in the 10. He put Rashford in the 9. He's really overthinking it. Malacia is filling in the midfield. Eriksen is roaming around. I don't know what's happening. I don't feel the players know what they're doing at the moment. We have Ten Hag, but he hasn't had time to drill the system. We play a game every third day, so I don't know if the players trust Ten Hag or what's going on at the moment, because it feels like when the crowd in a way feels getting aroused, or what do you call it, and they're starting. They start to go back to default mode, and default mode is what we had under last season with Rangnick.
That's
so
it.
You see it with the players. They go back to default mode. Yeah,
default mode. That's it's like assembly line. It's the baseline programming. This is the primitive base mode. Go back to defend yourself.
And the default mode, Mick, to head on what Jarvis was saying about the default mode, I feel like it's actually Rangnick modified the default mode is Oli settings, but like Rangnick kind of had, when he had the thing going right, it was like he had modified it a little bit. But like these guys, especially Rashford, the confident. When you're taking on players and trying to dribble, it means you're confident, but like you're actually not aware of how to connect well with your teammates to actually make your dribbling effective and benefit the team, and he runs into he becomes that old Rashford who did not know how to use his pace, who runs into cul-de-sacs or runs out of space and runs out of the it takes on a fullback and takes them all the way to the line, and then there's not enough space to get out of the situation. So
the default mode is like you're playing Xbox, right? Cool. You have different buttons, but what you're missing is that speed button. Which button do you press to get the turbo speed?
X. I don't know.
When you
How
play
do
FIFA,
what?
you know,
I
you
don't-
get the turbo
Yeah.
speed. That's what we're slacking,
Yeah.
guys.
Yeah.
Okay, so one guys, let us know. Good evening, John Johnson. I just gonna go. Good evening, John. Welcome to the therapy session.
Welcome.
Welcome. We covered the Twin Peaks title. Yes, Arian. Second half, we didn't even have a clue of patterns of play. 100%. There was again Twin Peaks. You know, it was a horror show. Like, you know, I didn't know what I was watching. Like, you know, and basically, Alien is saying here, Kane blows Rashi away. Oh, well, cocaine blows. No, I'm sorry. I'm dyslexic. I just oh, God. Sorry, man.
Algorithms. Look
Yo,
away.
sorry. Mick is dyslexic. Sorry. Yalle Malin. Guys, can you back that tape and race? No. Yalle Malin. Okay. So much shooting. Yeah, so much shooting. It looked like everyone wanted to be the hero instead of playing football to outplay the opponent. Kind of individual brilliance under social football, like, you know, it's similar like what we call default setting. Yeah, we said good evening to you, John. Welcome again, man. Seriously.
Mick, just to come back to that default thing, that's Jarla's comment. You can see it on Rashford, especially on Rashford, because he wants to be the hero. He wants to take responsibility. He wants to win. So he has the right attitude, but it's get a little bit too much because he tries on his own. He tries to take on his man. He tries to do the magic by himself. But that's not Ten Hag. That's not.
There's only one Magic Johnson. There's only one Magic Johnson. That is Jan Johnson. Yeah, evening. Listen, you are right. You know, Pappi talked about it from Brighton game. Like, you know, both Martial and Rashford, if you back the tape. You know, you said something in your rant there, Pappi. You say, why did you go, like, you know, on the most difficult angles? You said something like, you know, go to the other side of the post between the legs. No.
Yeah.
They were trying. Most of the balls.
Today.
Yeah, most of the balls went to the left side of the post. Again, left side. Rashi's shot went to the side net of the left. Everything was gone left driven, right? Yeah. To one words. Leopards. Sim. What does that mean? Leopards. I referenced before.
Roy Keane.
Oh,
Leopards
yeah.
don't change their spots.
True. I'm sometimes. Yeah, you're right. Because I was talking about that. You know, it was like watching David Attenborough's documentary of a snail's funeral. This was so exciting. So, you know, David Attenborough, he does documentaries about animals. So I thought you were referring to leopards. 100%, my friend. Now I'm informed now.
Picking off of Arian's comment about we didn't even have any patterns of play. I'm always curious about what Ten Hag is waiting for when he's observing and seeing warning shot after warning shot, and we're not changing anything. And sometimes I even see the opposition manager a little bit standing up, and Ten Hag is looking at the iPad with Van de Gaag, and they're talking. They're probably trying to solve the problem that they're seeing, but like I'm always like, you know, I need a Ten Hag cam now, you know.
Yeah, guys, you know, I thought we were over that Solskjaer and Carrick iPad situations where they were just sitting passively and just watching the iPads. I mean, what were they really watching? You know, I'm wondering, were they watching Ted Lasso on replay, or what the hell was going on there? Right?
Cats on YouTube.
Cats on YouTube. They're watching, like, you know, they're going to How to Beat Westham Away. It's like, I'm sorry, guys, you better vote for the best roast, Sunday roast here in your comments as well, who had the best roast today. So yeah, I'm warmed up now. I'm feeling much better thanks to all of you. You know, you make my day better, to be honest, because I'm a very sore loser, to be honest. I play the game. I like to win, but I hate to lose, to be honest, right? Top 4 looking bad. Welcome back again, Dickinson. You know, Dixon. I'm sorry for slaughtering. You know, it's Dixon, Carl Dixon. Big up, my friend. Top 4 looking bad for us. Manchester City will kill us. Sorry, it's a fact. Yeah, I don't know, man. I like to stay positive, to say, look, we're just, it's about a month away. Anything can happen. The ball is round. Yeah. They can even slip up and lose, like, the race, because currently, Arsenal's one point behind. City's going to go away and play Brighton. Brighton, right? Away in Brighton, 𝒂𝒄𝒌 Stadium. So anything can happen. And this is the sheer excitement of the top four battle race, right? But again, I reiterate it again. There is a certain default mode as soon as we come into the month of May. I don't know if it is lethargic, if you don't have the mental capacity, if you don't want to play for the club, if you're there for the paycheck, get the F out. I'm sorry today. I am really, really sorry. So therefore, Alien 10 is saying we need at least 8 players. Exactly what Ragnar was saying. Only Qatar can pull this off.
Yeah,
Sheikh Yassim, if you were there looking, call us. Yeah, we need you. We need your money. We need money. We need somebody to at least come get the Glazers out, get those leeches out of the club, because obviously they are the ones that are blocking every transfer that the manager ever requested. Give the manager full control. Let him shape his team in his own Picasso image. God damn it, how hard it is. Football is not business, people. Stephanie, I love you, Stephanie. You're the best. You always come in and you support us. You make us laugh. Big up, big up. Some pattern is normal. Rashi, Bruno miss chances. Heads goes down. Opponent score. Game over. Pathetic. Let him walk home. Should we say, like Liverpool, you always walk alone if you are performing like this? It would be interesting. Did anyone see the post-match interview? Who came out and actually spoke to the press? Was it Shaw again? Because Shaw is always picking up the pieces and saying that he's sorry. Have anyone see the post-match interviews?
I didn't see.
No. Didn't see anything.
Yeah. Sim saying, like, I need a SIM card, new SIM card, Sim as well. We need a whole new squad. Yeah. I mean, we've been saying this in this podcast before, that, some of these players, and within 3 years, you will not hardly recognize the squad if everything goes to plan. Guys, do you agree what he's saying, Sim here?
A whole new squad is a little bit too harsh, but
It's
we
a
have
little bit too extreme,
players,
yeah.
but 7 to 8 players is probably needed for us to be a title contender. Yeah.
Stephanie is saying, I thought Flappy Hansky played for West Ham. Flappy Hansky. I'll give you that rant, Flappy Hansky. Oh God, I love you, my VR room. Listen, sometimes I'm dyslexic, but I have to read out what you say. Give it a beep if something's censored. Is this the part of the master plan? Just tease Liverpool, then win next 3 games. Close, but not enough. We have not left in the tank confidence rock bottom. Are we just teasing Jurgen Klopp at this moment? No, I don't think so. I love it. Got to read out a super chat for Big Alien Tano. City will dissect us live TV in the final 6-0. God, thank you for your donation. I love it. Thank you, Alien Tano. But I like to be positive. I don't want to be 6-0. I don't want to be that, stream that's sponsored by Coca-Cola bottling company. I know we won the Energy Carabao Cup. We got a lot of energy, but I think that energy is kind of depleted. And we're talking about Arsenal being responsible for stealing all the gas from the UK, increasing the energy prices, but they had to give it back eventually to the people. So now they're kind of depleted as well. I hope that we get another delivery from Carabao Cup sponsorship, as what they promised when we lifted the trophy, that everyone will get minimum a 6-pack of this energy drink to the rest of the season.
And Mick, I just want to ask Pappi one thing.
Big up for your super chat.
De Gea today, Antonio laid his hand over De Gea, and they got a goal disallowed.
Yeah,
and there was other incidents where De Gea was looking really weak in his own box, and he spread insecurity all over the place. So what's your take on that, Pappi?
So here's the thing. David De Gea is when you look at his performance holistically, put today aside, okay, he's such a very difficult person to sort of assess, because he has very good moments, and then moments where he has extreme howlers, so
Mhm.
he's extreme. He goes from extremely good to extremely horrendous.
Yeah.
You can almost say like, like a howler cost us the game type of. I don't want to solely blame him for today. I want to make sure that
No.
that's clear, because like he made a mistake. We all make mistakes. A few times in pickup games I've played goalkeeper position, and you make a mistake, the team concedes. But you can make a mistake in defensive midfield, and then the team hits the post, or they get a shot wide, and then we move on.
Mm.
So that position is very difficult, and I want to make sure that we always look at it that way, and not act like we've never had Man United legends that have not had mistakes in the past. It's
Yeah.
normal to make a mistake. It's only human to make a mistake. So at the end of the day, it's about what are we trying to do moving forward. Now, the question was David De Gea really helping Ten Hag play Ten Hag ball? David De Gea has been trying all season to improve his distribution. There's been evidence of David De Gea improving his distribution. Contrary
Yeah.
to popular belief, there's a lot of evidence of David De Gea actually getting a little bit better than how he was with the ball previously. But
Right.
there's also moments that negate that evidence. So he's such a very difficult person to defend. But we have to figure out where we're moving forward from here. If Ten Hag really wants to consider building out from the back as a total asset, he has to bump up the goalkeeper position as a priority
Yeah.
more than ever before after today. So
I
that's
think
my
the
take on it.
only
He's got to go. He's got to go.
yeah, it's time to go. Maybe
It's
I
time
think
to
the only
go.
positive out of this game, to be realistic, and this is kind of a little bit ironic, according to my opinion, is we helped West Ham to stay away from relegation.
Yeah.
We
good for
actually
them.
gave them a lifeline here today, right?
Yeah.
We did. I mean, we came knocking on the door, knock, knock, like, too little bit too late, right? This is what I said. The substitutions was wrong. The lineup, the first half was wrong. You can clearly see that it didn't work. There was no intensity in this game. You cannot blame it on tiredness. 100% no. You had rest. You can see how David Moyes originally set up, like, to park the bus, playing 4 center backs almost, like, in the line. So this was never a game from Weghorst. This was somebody like, trickery, play it out on the wing, play it wide, have somebody to link up the play. But we just hardly had, like, we couldn't finish the dinner again. We did have shots, but they would look toothless, right? They only had 1 shot on target in the first half, and that was fizzling through. We had 3 defenders surrounding. What was it? Bowen? Was it? I can't remember.
In Rama.
Ben Rama,
Benrahma.
Banana Rama, yeah. Banana Rama came and lay down in banana skin, and we all slipped, like three people around the ball.
Even Antonio was not really being tested.
Yeah. I mean,
much.
that shot was, I don't know. Was it the bounce? I don't know. I'm gonna ask Bigsby. Hang on a second. I'm gonna ask Google here. Where is Google? Bigsby. Hello, Bigsby.
Hey, nice to hear a familiar voice.
You're welcome. Bigsby, what is a bottle job?
Sure, here's what the internet says. New word suggestion. A footballer or football team who consistently collapse under pressure or blow leads.
That's it. Thank you, Google. Even
Spot
Google
on.
knows what a bottle job is. Clip this. Clip this. So that means we are constantly, like John Johnson. There can be only one John Johnson, and constantly shooting. Rashford only trying for 5 minutes. Bruno goes missing. Yeah, when it's tough. Weghorst being scapegoat when it didn't change when he went off. Yeah, I mean, it's so easy because it's not really your player. He's on a loan player, but you got to look at, Weghorst offers something on the pitch. He's got the passion. He's working his socks off. If you speak to any Dutch football knowledgeable people, they say if you get Weghorst, he will work your socks off for you. But there will be the lack of goals, right? So for me, he's kind of a false number 9 more than a striker. I don't know what it is. So living on a prayer. Yeah. Listen, thank you, Stephanie. Thank you, Alien Tenor, for your donations. Super, muchas gracias, wherever you are in the world. I am getting warmed. I'm getting positive vibes. John Johnson, the hair mistake costs us. Yeah, we know that. He's so soft during corners and any constant. We talk too much of David De Gea. Everyone has to say about De Gea. He gets bullied all the time. Weak mentality. Oh God, can we move past the hair?
on David De Gea, Mick, I know we've talked about him, but like I'm just curious what you and Jarvis would guess. He tried 8 long balls in the first half. Can you guess how many of those were successful?
0.
No. He ain't no more than that. He was better than that.
No, but you know, come
50%. So 4.
So four is actually a very good shot. He got 3 successful long balls.
Why didn't we play more
With
long balls?
26 touches. You know, like the ball was coming back to him.
I mean,
We're clearly trying to build up from the back, and then there was moments where he was just like, "Screw this."
Yeah. Guys, for you, that's guys, I just want to be for the disclaimer. I just want to be clear. I am David De Gea's biggest fan. Like, I love De Gea. He's one of the best shot stoppers, but the balls are getting smaller. That's why I'm saying, something's really going on with my keeper. He's always been my keeper, but you got to look at moving forward, because football has changed, right? You see more that you need to be a sweeper keeper. You need to be good on your feet, and there was too many rocky roads today that. Why were you insisting playing out from the back in the second half as well, where you have 2 center backs backing up and protecting De Gea? We were never getting out that pressure, to be honest, right? So something is wrong. And exactly what John is saying here. De Gea is a great shot stopper with elite reflexes, 100%, which diminish with age. This exactly what I was saying with age. The ball's getting smaller. I mean, I'm using that in terminology because everyone knows with male anatomy knows what I'm talking about. Distribution, claiming crosses, and revealing pressure doesn't have it. Yeah, Stephanie, I'm sorry for we using some male terminologies. I know my pardon.
For overusing some male.
Overusing. Me pardon. Ten Hag needs to get all his players in. Purge United require. I'm just going over the VR. You've been so active. Who do you bring in De Gea for? Who do we bring in, Richo? Richo, who would you bring in as a goalkeeper? Guys, who would you bring in? I mean, it's short. It's in the summer, I guess. Who do you target? David Raya, bro.
Here's the thing. There's so many. I mean, there is.
David
If
Raya.
we really went on the goalkeeper shopping market, we can find some quality out there. When I watched the World Cup, Netherlands versus USA, I was like, who is this American goalkeeper? He's the number 2 at Arsenal, Matt Turner. He's actually not bad on the ball. He can launch an attack better than David De Gea. Is he a better shot stopper? I doubt it. But he can definitely, he can dive. We saw what he did in Qatar on a big stage, and he's sitting there rotting under Ramsdale's, shine. And there's a lot of David Raya is good. David Raya.
I said Raya, yeah. There's one sitting on Chelsea's bench that we can also snatch.
Mendy,
yeah. He's not getting any game time.
Mendy, though, is not that great with his feet, though.
No, he's not. I know. But he's a good
more
number
of a
2.
profile of like shot stopper. He's actually like a shot stopper than a playmaker type of goalkeeper.
Are you in the house?
Oh, sorry, Pappi. There's actually a lot of great American goalkeepers. We have had a lot of them in the Premier League up into the years. We had Brad Friedel and all those. I can't remember all of those, but they play American football. They catch the ball with their hands, and they have like the goalkeeper attitude in America. A lot of players. So they produce a lot of great goalkeepers. So an American goalkeeper, that will probably be work for us.
100%. Look, this is something that Eric Ten Hag needs to address in the summer. Ayush in the house, Mr. Ayush Gill.
Brighton goalkeeper is good too.
Yeah. I think that Ayush Gill is the son of David Gill. And he's been coming in a lot. Sorry, just checking if Bananarama's passport is Spanish. Yeah. Paella, cerveza. God, guys, I love you to pieces. You've been so supportive today. This is what we call the realist therapy. My favorite De Gea analogy is De Gea is better suited for a relegation battle, being peppered with shots than title charge, comparing to Big Pete and Van de Sar. Wow, big words, John. Wow, I like this. I like it a lot.
Mick, just to make sure we don't leave that comment hanging, Benrahma, I think he's actually he's an African brother. He might be Algerian, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, is he Algerian? Yeah, he is Algerian, brother, African. Big up. Yeah, even Stephanie saying that Altena, you're exactly right. Alien Tenno question Ten Hag's tactics. How about questioning the 11 dummies on the pitch instead? My friend, we are here to question everything at this moment, right? This is the game of football, right? It happens that the manager get things right, but you also have 11 players on the field. This is why I'm opening the show with, it was like purchasing a ticket, going to the zoo and watch 11 elephants trying to kick a ball down the road and just stumbling, right? This happens, right? Somebody even mentioned like a leopard. Leopards never change the spot. So we do have the fifth colony sometimes living inside the Manchester United camp. They still cannot get out that complacency. You know what I mean? I just can't wait for the season to finish. It's been a lot of games. We love it. That's what we're here for. But I'm just looking at, you know what? Ten Hag came in, worked with what he got. He got some players. He inherited a lot of players, and what he's done so far is magical, to be honest, right? For me, to be honest, when I started this season, I said, you know, I don't expect us to reach top 4. As you know, if we do, it's a bonus. We got to see a silverware, which is fantastic. But when we come so far, I mean, you can imagine all the Arsenal supporters, like, you know, it's same thing, right? You've been leading the league, like, you know, for the entire season, and all of a sudden you stumble at the end. And the same thing if you reverse the application to Manchester United and how we feel. We were like, you know, beginning of this season, right up to Christmas, we were trailing on 7th place, 8th place, and we slowly climbed back up with this great run of form to be in one spot, like, you know, 2nd or 3rd in the league. You know what I mean? No, not 2nd. Were we 2nd in one time? Or 3rd, maybe it was. Yeah, but we were right up there, like, you know, with everyone was talking about title charge and said, nah, maybe getting too giddy. But therefore it will feel such a blow if we miss out top 4, because that is a prerequisite, and that is what Ten Hag wants. You know, it's clear and obvious, right? And even with the new owners, they also want top 4, because whoever comes in, you know, there will be a huge benefit to, like, you know, buy the club and be in Champions League and compete on the big stage. Instead, we have to be in Europa League. Stephanie Griffin, Rashi Bruno should be dropped by have no alternatives. Yeah, he doesn't. We had young Garnacho, but I guess Garnacho wasn't ready, right?
I guess he's not match sharp yet, I guess. Ten Hag is the one who can let us know that.
I love this name, Fucker FF. God, you only got me there. Today I lost my faith in Bruno. Keep the faith, my friend. Bruno is Bruno. Bruno can have stinkers sometimes. Yeah, you know what? Bruno cannot always put in, like, you know, 7 out of 8 out of 10 performance and carry the whole team. Like, you know, you're allowed to have some stinkers, like Bruno KS. Every time De Gea has the ball, I feel nervous. We all do in a way. But even every time Harry Maguire has the ball, I even get more nervous. I get a nerve rack, like, you know, hot potato, right?
Squeaky bum
time. Squeaky bum bum. Ayush again. Bruno is becoming selfish day by day. His pace is gone. United is looking scattered. No unity. Maybe, just maybe. Hold that thought. Maybe they are looking. We need to finish this game off, right? So everyone is turning into individual brilliance. Try to be the one to finish the goal. Like, you know, score one back, and just go home, pack home. And then pack your bags for summer, go away in Maldives or whatever you want to go with your wife, you know. So right, Fucker is also saying we have to criticize, you know, 100%. His subs has been awful this season, but looking back at the bench, what does he have, right? You don't have runners that were willing to run for you. The Did you see Bruno long shot in the first half? Ten Hag was fuming. Yeah, I saw that. Did you guys see it?
Yeah.
I saw Bruno long shot in the second half too. That'd be fuming.
Yeah,
But
big
yes.
up to Kush, your boy. Your Kush is in the house. Kush. Ten Hag messed up. Kush, we know, you know. And by the way, I love your profile picture because I mentioned, right, because Men in Black, they do this. They take this rod, look into it, and you forget. Woo, you know. So therefore, it's so brilliant you came in. My messages is popping off. You know, Farker is also, he's not good with the feet having error. Yeah, let's not talk more about the hair. It's getting too repetitive. This is what I like. Good thinking. This is all down to the Glazer greed. Yeah, they created this monster. 100%. They created this Godzilla. This is what we talked about earlier because they never backed any manager. They overruled every signing. That the first signing that the manager wanted and gave them third and fourth option, right? Oh, you're a man, by the way. Yeah, this goes back. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, thank you for clarifying, guys. We have wingers, center midfield, no striker. How can we win Premier League? We play wingers as strikers. If you're compromising this, then go home and play PR stunts with media. Call it a spade a spade. That's what it is. But where did it go wrong, guys? Where did we go wrong in the terms of the lineup, right? Should we have a look at it or should we just close the shop? What do you reckon?
Yeah, we can have a look. Let's see. Let's
see.
Dissect it.
Let's dissect it. I will bring it up on the screen on the Jumbotron. Can we all see it? Yeah. So this was the lineup for today, right? We talked about it in the warm-up, and I was a little bit surprised though. So the back line, De Gea, it gets a lot of stick. I mean, how would you rate these players today? De Gea, what does he get?
3, 4.
Yeah, 3 is
Pappi?
reasonable.
3? Okay.
Yep.
Okay. 3 for me as well. Malacia?
5.
Yeah, to be honest, for me, I think Malacia was okay. You know, he neutralized Bowen, but he got the yellow card. He had to play a little bit more careful. So I give him a 5.
He did the job. We need him more offensively, but he's just not there offensively. He's there defensively, does the job, keeps the ball ticking when it's on his side. And, you know, he just needs to help the team out on an offensive way somehow. Go for goal, go have an assist, you know.
Malacia gets a 5 for me too, but frailties is going forward. We needed somebody that's defensive. Luke Shaw in that position would have been a great choice, but Luke Shaw did a great job, like covering as a left center back. Maybe a Daly would offer more going forward. We looked very very weak on that left hand side going forward, right? So okay, moving on to Luke Shaw.
It would probably be the first time to me, you know, like I'd find it normal. If you ask me, is that guy playing left center back, a center back? I'd be like, oh, no. He's just covered. It's his secondary position. Today was the first time I saw Benrahma a little bit. Like Luke Shaw was not always comfortable. Of course, there were moments where, you know, like he grew into the game a little bit, but like, you know, it was not his best game as center back in his center back career this season. You know, it was probably the lowest.
Big up. I just want to bring up a because I like Nightwish. I like this. You know, Floor Jensen is an amazing singer. You know what? Cool. Ghost Love score at Wacken 2013, 100%. Okay, moving forward, guys. I just want to sort of interact with the VR room as well. Lindelof, steady Lindelof, 6 for me.
I think you're being generous when it comes to Lindelof. I think he had a poor game today. He was out of position, and Antonio was really bullying him a lot of the times. Lindelof, and even when Lindelof had the time on the ball going forward, he bottled it. He couldn't make the final pass and break through the line. So for me, I wouldn't give Lindelof more than a 5.
Yeah, 5. You, Pappi?
5 is a solid solid score for Lindelof. I feel
That's
like
for solidarity. Yeah, I mean,
yeah.
I mean, basically, I said that myself in the warm up. I said, look, when I saw this, I said, remember what I said to you, Jarvis? I'm worried that he will be turned over because he's a beast of a specimen. This, you know.
Antonio.
Okay, right. So moving
Antonio.
forward, yeah, Antonio, right? So Wan-Bissaka, solid job.
A little
Come
bit
on,
more
guys.
positive than Malasia for me, because Wan-Bissaka, I feel like he the thing about him is that moment when he got the yellow card to stop Antonio, that was necessary, but also at the same time the yellow card tackle epitomized where the whole team mentality and team energy was. We're a little bit
Fair enough.
behind. We're not up to pace. We're not like up to speed with everything. So Wan-Bissaka was a little bit lethargic, but at the end of the day, I have in the back line, he was the standout performer for me, even though he did not really
Yeah,
have
he did.
anything
He was good.
contributing
What's your score there,
offensively. So
guys?
I'll
What's your
give him a
score?
6.
A 6. Jarvis.
Yeah, he was one of the better. I give him a 6.
Yeah, I comply with you guys. I comply. I definitely comply with you. Right. So midfield, we had Ericsson, Casemiro, Weghorst. Okay, let's start with Ericsson, guys. I'm keen to hear what your thoughts are on Ericsson today.
Yeah, Ericsson, he struggled a little bit because we attack with too much tempo. So Ericsson is actually not involved in the game because when Bruno gets the ball, it goes forward on the first movement, and Shaw and Lindelof don't involve Ericsson. He was actually playing a lot deeper than Casemiro today in a lot of the game, so he was trying to get involved, but I didn't think they gave him the ball, and he didn't have the players around him to link up the way he wanted. So maybe I'm defending Ericsson because I'm an Ericsson fan, but it wasn't his best game. But he tried, but I give him just a 5.
Cool. Pappi, a
Nice
5.
to him, Jarvis. Ericsson, Christian, let me talk to you for a second. I've seen you do so much better for your national team. I've seen you do so much better for Antonio Conte. I've seen you do so much better for Spurs. You owe me a goal from a free kick because I've defended you, saying you're the set piece specialist. Why is Bruno Fernandes taking the corners when you are on the field? Why? Where is the long range shot for Manchester United in your Manchester United career? I've only seen a good Ericsson before Qatar. Ever since Qatar, never seen Christian Eriksen again.
Woo! Christian, I hope you're not listening. I think an angry puppy is not a good puppy. But you know what, Pappi, we still want to hear your score, right? Is that going to be good or bad? Hang on. I better call Christian Eriksen to warn him, right? Hang on. I'm gonna WhatsApp him. You think
He's getting overrun? Weakest link in the midfield for me. I'll give him a 4.5. 4. Let me give him a 4. Because I know Jarvis will balance it out by giving him a nice score, and then it'll
guys
average
in
out.
the comments, guys, VR room, let us know what your score for Eriksen. I think I could not say it the same way. I love Eriksen, but he hasn't looked the same, and I totally agree. Very leggy. His pass is not crispy enough. He was taken off for not taking the set pieces. He didn't offer any functionality in this team today. So, according to my opinion, there was a few errors in that piece of machinery. You have this cogwheel, and there was certain plays that was misplaced, and I think Weghorst was one of them. Ericsson was one of them. 100%. That just didn't work, right? You needed somebody like Sabitzer to play dirty, to play this pressing, because you had Souček, you had Rice was totally dominating it, right? He was bossing it. Casemiro cannot do everything himself, right? And then you have a free roaming Bruno, which was a little bit undisciplined today. So I have to agree with you. 4.5 for me today. I'm sorry, but we have to call a spade a spade. We just judge the players on the application on the field. You know what I mean? So yeah, that leaves us to who do we have here? Okay, Casemiro.
Yeah, Casemiro today. he didn't get involved in the game, and he didn't do his job when shielding the defense at the first goal. When Malacia lost the duel against, I think it was Antonio, who came back and bullied him off. Casemiro was misplaced. He was too tight on the duel, so the ball slipped past him, and suddenly Benrahma was against our three defenders, who was backing down. So and that was just one incident. I didn't think he was really good today, and he was struggling to get in the right positions. But to be fair, Ruby, you were talking about it about Eriksen. The biggest problem is the misplacement of the players. You have Bruno on the left, and then Weghorst in the 10, and Casemiro between. So when Eriksen has been playing at his best, he has been playing with Bruno beside him, because Eriksen can get the drop down, get the ball, turn around, play it to Bruno, and Bruno can start the attack. But it didn't happen today, because when Eriksen dropped down and got the ball, he played it to Casemiro, who played it to Luke Shaw, who played it to De Gea, who played it long. So we don't play our system. That's the problem. So
they played out the rules.
I wouldn't blame even Casemiro and Eriksen entirely, because we didn't have a target to play on.
This is why Erik ten Hag is always saying, they broke the rules and principles. So obviously, are they not listening to the manager's instruction? Obviously, they came in the first half. They came out even worse in the second, right? So are they confused, or they just stick in the head, or tied in the head, just don't understand? Therefore, Google this. Yeah, Google is back. I called you before, right, through Bigsby. Jarvis, mate, I respect your views, but Erik ten Hag has not had time on the training ground. It's because he chose to play in 4 comps. This was not an unfortunate consequence. Yeah, we talked about this, Google, as well, but still, it's not an excuse. It's not an excuse. You're getting money to play for this badge, right? You're playing for Manchester United. It's not. I don't care if you hop on one leg, whatever. Just get over the line, and then think about your recovery, your holidays. This is why I feel, and this is what I said. Google this to say that if I was getting paid $1, for instance, I would happily run for Erik ten Hag, because that's my dream, to play for United, right? So that's where Alien 10 is saying we go back to factory reset, Glazonomics mode, bought for default shirt mode. Sales. Yeah, 100%, mate, 100%. Let's go back to again, this is default mode. Philanthropic orchestra trying to play a symphony without a director. Wow, what a comment. We have seen it in the past 2 years. Is our players doing what they cannot, knowing better? Yeah, you're playing the same crescendo, right? You know where you're coming to, right? Cool. I love this comments, guys.
Mick, on Casemiro, I'd say it's usually Casemiro for me, but like today was disaster Miro. He was quiet. He had a few unforced errors where you're like wondering, why are you doing that? And if you look at him, he's won 2 out of his 6 ground duels today.
Yeah.
So that is just horrible. Declan Rice outclassed you. Declan Rice made Rice and Stu out of you. So
that's why I call the thumbnail the rise and fall of Manchester United.
And
today.
Paqueta also.
If you look at the YouTube,
Paqueta pocketed him. He made the
packaging. I used a clever thing, like when I was changing the YouTube description, I put the rise and fall Manchester United, right? So basically, Rice stood up and we fell. That's it. Yeah. Clever, right? Clever. Okay, I want to wrap this up, right? It's been a long stream. You guys been fantastic, phenomenal. We need to talk about Bruno Fernandes, Weghorst, Anthony, and Rashford, and also Martial. Guys, quick, just around the corner. Otherwise, it's going to be long dragged. Okay, let's start with Fernandes.
Bruno. You can do Bruno.
Okay, Bruno Fernandes today, I gotta tell you that for that long range, there were 2 moments that disappointed me in particular. The long range shots that were horrendous decision making, and also like especially the very, very last one at the last moment of the game We've overloaded the box. The far post is the place where you have to aim for. Use the outside of your foot if you're trying to just be a little bit more quicker with your decisions. But Bruno, you disappointed me today. He is a player, I have to say. Bruno has made 103 key passes in the Premier League so far this season, and that's more than any other player in Europe's top 5 leagues. I have to respect him and say that if we get a proper number 9 that's available, Bruno can build a proper relationship the same way Kevin De Bruyne has a relationship with Erling Haaland. So now I have to be harsh on you on objectively in this game, Bruno. You disappointed me, but I know there's a quality in there. I will not throw you under the bus like that.
Okay, what was the overall score for you?
The score for you, Bruno, is a 6.
A 6. Yeah, I also agree. 6. We do have a beautiful thing. We have a Chelsea fan in the building as well. Chelsea Dan, 007 bottle top 4. Yeah, okay, right. Where are you sitting, mate? Don't come to me with your bottles. Yeah,
exactly. He's accepting cookies to see his.
You guys have to be breastfed for next season. Come on, man. Ben's aside, right? Spots, leopards and spots. Okay, next up, Jarvis. What do you say?
Yeah, I go on Anthony. Anthony, he started good. He was.
Oh no, you didn't give us a score regarding Bruno. What did you say?
Yeah, Bruno, I give him a 5. I wasn't happy about Bruno at all because I think he destroyed the rhythm.
Rhythm is a dancer. All right, so who we go next? Wait, oh no, Veggie Horse. All right, we have to talk about Veggie.
Yeah, what to say about Veggie? You know, he's not good enough. I won't slate him because I like the guy. You know, he's decent, he's honest, he tries his best, but you know, he doesn't have the skill to play at United. It's just the way it is. So he proved it yet again. So okay, I give him a 5, but who expected any more from him? I don't know.
When you try your best, but you don't succeed. When you give what you want, but you that's fix you. Yeah, I agree. I mean, he gave it, at least there was no goal, but he ran his socks off. He ran for the team. I agree. 5.
Yeah,
We
that's
stuck
hard
in
to ask
reverse.
somebody who does not have the capabilities to try and do something that he's not capable. Like asking a postman to perform a heart transplant, you know. So I'm not gonna be that kind of person and just say 𝒂𝒊𝒄𝒌 was horrible. He did not pose a threat to Westham except that one shot on target. That I remember, and that was it. And then nothing else, you know. So great presence defensively, though. I love his defensive work. Reminds me of
you get one shot, one opportunity to let it blow.
Attacker that I saw defending like 𝒂𝒊𝒄𝒌. So shout out to 𝒂𝒊𝒄𝒌 for that. I'll give him a nice solid 5. High 5, Wood.
We do the MMM song, like one shot, one opportunity. Don't let it blow. You know that song. You got to move it. Yeah. Okay, Mick is informed now. Thank you, therapy team. Thank you so much for being our therapy session as well. Anthony Dos Santos was taken off didn't work. It did not work. It didn't come up for him. Yeah. He did a few. He could have 5 for me. 5.
Anthony was okay. He started good. He had a couple of shots. He had one in the post, and he had 2 other shots, I think. One when Weghorst adjusted it down to him, and it was close. But all the way, he lacks the clinicality to be a top player. You know, 90 million. That's a little bit too much for a player like him. But okay. He's improving, so maybe we will see a better player in the next season. So I'm not going to give him up yet.
I hope so. 5, 6?
Nah, I give him a 6.
6. Fair enough. Fair assessment.
Yeah.
At least he was trying.
Yeah.
He was
2
trying.
chances created. You know, 4 shots that he tried. One of them also. I think the 5th.
Maybe I should also give him a 6. Hang on, I'm thinking. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm so upset, so I'm just giving everyone a 5 today. So anyway,
yeah, so, it's average.
I got to increase it. Moving on, guys. Moving on. We have Rashford. We spoke about Rashford and he tried, but it was just too much. He overtried, right?
6.
You know, 6 for me.
I give Rashford. To be honest, I'm really disappointed of Rashford. He hasn't been himself after the injury. He looks knackered. He tries too hard. He wants to be better than he is at the moment. And the thing is, if you're not having the form of your life, do it simple. Play simple. Don't do the spectacular. But that's the problem with him. He doesn't see that he's not in the best form, and he tries the spectacular and he fails. So it's very frustrating to see him at the moment. So
Yeah.
I think the coach should talk to him and say, okay, man, calm down.
Hey, Rash.
Go back to basic, play the ball, keep it going, and do it simple. So that's what you need to do. So, but they don't. So for me,
You're basically saying don't go back to Rushford mode. Just take it easy, slow down. Don't rush forward, all right? Okay. John Johnson, I'm so happy that I can provide you therapy today, and you actually appreciate my voice. Lovely. I like to sing, like to smile, I like to be
John,
happy.
don't encourage it.
I will sing for you.
He's gonna
Don't
sing
cry
some more
for
now.
me, Argentina. Right. Google this. Yes. Wow. We are sponsored by Google this. Yeah. Where is the responsibility of the leader manager inspiring and teaching and educating his players? How come between Ollie Ragnick and Erik ten Hag was saying the same stuff? Are we? I don't know. Google. I don't know. Anyway, do you want me to wrap it out for you? It's just, where's the responsibility of the leader manager? Right? Anyway, guys, missing Maguire leadership. God, Steph, you're killing me with madness, with your kindness. Listen, guys, we have one player to discuss, and that's Anthony Martial. I think we covered everyone. Anthony Martial came in. Should we actually rate the players that came in, or should we just don't bother?
Too little, too late.
Too little, too late. No woman, no cry. Yeah, sorry. Miloš, dobro večer. Kako se loša igra Manchester, nije još jednom gostovanje De Gea, veliki kikiš, tragičan mesaž, dovednjo u pitanje plazma u ligu šampiona narodne sezone. Pa tako je, Miloše, šta da te mu kažemo, jebi ga, tako je ispalo. Lopta je kao lopta, ide 90 minuta i kako, šta da ti uradim? Where did this come from? This was not Bigsby, there was Mickey here.
Serbian.
Translation. Serbian, yeah. Bad game, Manchester. One bad away game. The hair, the biggest poo. I don't want to say the bad word.
Tragica Mecca, big tragic mistake.
Big caca, basically. Big caca. Yeah. Yeah, it's a big question, but our Champions League season next season, like to have De Gea as a goalkeeper, Ballon d'Or, yes. Milos has a response. As West Ham fan, I see a big attitude problems amongst. We have West Ham fans this time. Cool. Yeah. So we're not only having Manchester United fans in the stream, which is a big shout out for you. This is a therapy session.
Dawson.
Big win for the Hammers.
Today, I appreciate you, Ballon Dawson.
Yeah, I mean, congratulations for West Ham today. You were absolutely the better team, and as I said, we gave you a lifeline to stay away from relegation. I don't like to see West Ham in the Champions, especially those legacies team like West Ham, Everton. It's sad what's going on right now. So yeah, but anyway, he's also.
But Mick, can I say something to Ballon Dawson? You cannot now. I think you cannot think about getting rid of David Moyes because you've had a long run in the Europa campaign, Europa Conference League campaign, and he saved you from relegation. You have to stick with David Moyes, and let's see. We'll see you again next season.
Yeah, bottle job, even worse bottle jobs.
Pappi, West Ham just won the FA Youth Cup.
Yeah.
They have a lot of young, good players.
Do
you really think David Moyes is the one to bring the talent into the Premier League?
I need Ballon Dawson to actually give a more like informed opinion about this. But I feel like David Moyes was actually kind of like a little bit short-handed by the board this transfer window because he needed to reinvest. He needed to actually revitalize the team, and they keep on sticking with Mikel Antonio. They keep on sticking with. How long has Antonio
they
been
got
there?
Scamacca, the Italian stallion. He's really
What
good.
happened?
So,
You bought Scamacca. Come on. Bottle jobs equals Spurs. I take that on any given
Yeah,
Sunday.
no, those are
Ballon
the OG bottle jobs.
Yeah,
Sure.
play Anthony at 10 and you will see him explode. Full goal, he can target from this left foot. Yeah, or just do this.
Jogada individual, 𝒂𝒚 busca a linha de fundo, entrou na área, fez o cruzamento para trás.
É gol! É gol, Pretinha!
Dog's spinning like Anthony now.
Spinning like an Anthony, definitely. Guys, you've been amazing. I just have to go, so I don't want to forget any one of you. Ali and Tano, mate, you can't teach a human being anything, then you are definitely not good enough teaching. My wife is a professor. Wow, big up. So if you Google, then you definitely has to be a professor to create Google. Not easy to teach, but those that can make it look like that. 100%. Big up. John Johnson again. Sanchez at Brighton is quality keeper. Yeah, he is. He's definitely a quality keeper. I like it.
he's not even the first choice. It's Steele who's the first choice.
Even Emi Martinez, I agree with you guys. I agree. Emi Martinez, he's a little bit of a shitbag, but he's Argentinian. You know what I mean? He's got some mana. He's got some grit in him, right? Welcome, Spursy Michael Arteta. Oh, that's a long name. I can't read it. You're messing with my dyslexia, mate. Tina Turner, rubbish keeper. Martinez is the third best. Keep at Villa. God, we have good mix of crowd there. Third best in the league. Yeah, 100%, man. John Johnson again. What's your thought about Rashford, gentlemen, long term? I go for Rashford long term with Ten Hag's first season. Definitely he's improved. Give them a little bit rest over the summer, come back fresh, off we go. New owners, new foundings, new blood, new signings, definitely, and a new striker. Rashford should not play on top. Rashford should be a left winger. That's his best position to cut inside, like an inverted winger. How about you guys? What do you think?
Yeah, we definitely need to keep Rashford. He's one of our best players. He's been overperforming this season. So I love Rashford, and he's a local guy. He's from Manchester, so we got to keep him. He's definitely and what's the alternative? Should we just lose our heritage and start importing players from all over the world? And I think it's important.
Somebody's been seeing my neuralizer memory flash. I did it. Forget.
You take Kubica from Napoli over Rashford. That's the question, Jarvis.
Yeah.
That's what I was just curious about. Or like Chiesa from like Juve. Like that kind of So that's the thing. So here's the thing. I'm just gonna be just maybe for the sake of going against the grain, I'm gonna be like, I have a few reservations about the post-contract slump that Marcus Rashford is about to be in, because he reminds me of a Mo Salah that was firing and scintillating and dazzling before he signed the contract. The moment he signed it, he went down, and now he's coming back up, but he's never going to reach that Mo Salah that he doesn't look like he's going to reach the Mo Salah that was right before the contract. But Ten Hag can work miracles, and I hope he proves me wrong, because I want a fighter on that wing. And if Rashford wants to be the bona fide left winger for Man United, then we need to make sure he's the best left winger available and possible. I love that he's a local lad. Go ahead, Mick. You were going to say something about that.
Yeah, so is Sir Jim Ratcliffe a local lad, apparently.
Local lads, get out of here.
All right, listen, out of all this misery, I agree with John Johnson here. Sprinkle a bit positivity. Thought Shaw and Wan-Bissaka played well. So that comes down to who must be the man of the match. If we find a positivity out of all these players that played today, it must go to Wan-Bissaka, according to my opinion. Or what do you think?
Yeah, I think JJ is spot on. Wan-Bissaka was playing well. He was our best player.
Yeah, you're spot on. JJ, you're right.
Wan-Bissaka and Anthony and Malacia we're not too far in my books, but I'll give it to Wan-Bissaka. Just
Yeah,
marginally
100%, 100%.
the others. Yeah.
But somebody says Malacia were caught off position all game, and Long was not physical enough for the position. Yeah, true. It was not a game for Malacia, I don't think. 5 for Lindelof. Hi Jarvis, Stuart Woolley. Woohoo! Hey Stu, how are you doing, mate?
What's up?
Welcome to the therapy session next time, mate. I send you the link. Welcome. John Johnson again. We're on Eric right now. Those we agree with Jarvis scores. Yeah. Just gonna go all of your scores. Basically, what Google is giving his rating. Big up for the community for giving your rating. Somebody's giving De Gea 1. I remember Saka 6, Lindelof 6, Shaw 4, Malacia 3. Casemiro was probably his worst game of the season 3. Ericsson 4, Wakehorse no score. Bruno 6, Rashford 5, Anthony 5. So out of this conclusion, Aaron Wan-Bissaka, what we agreed was number 6. One of your highest score, and what we agree that he was probably one of the man of the matches there. John Johnson Google at 5 for Rashford, disgrace. Bruno 6. Well, Rash Bandit goes 3. Okay, I am just going. All right. Jarvis, your comments on Wakehurst, I 1,000% perfect agree. I 1,000% agree with. He's not a good enough. We all knew this. Gives it all every second, which others don't like Rashford. At least he gave it something, like, you know. It's like that Fix You song with Coldplay. You try your best, but you don't succeed, right? We even get 6th place. Yeah, books. We will get top 4. I'm 100%. I mean, if you look at it, man, we have one.
Is what books is asking, but like, yeah.
No, man, no, books. God bless you, son. God bless you, sir. Look. Welcome to the therapy session. Let's be real. Let's be positive. Let's just do this for them. Just all do this now. Do this, right? Do a Rashford. Okay. We have Bournemouth away. Please, Lord, help us. We will overcome Bournemouth, and then we have remaining fixtures at Old Trafford, which we have never been beaten. I mean, we have, but it was a long time ago. We will get over the line.
Yes.
Amen.
Yes.
Amen.
He's
Milos, you're testing me in my language skills. Okay, I can do Swedish. I can do any language you want. Let's go. Without Google. Miloš Mitić is saying, nijedan igrač nije zaslužio prelazno očno za utakmicu protiv Westhama. Nobody deserved the praise, according to nobody was good enough for West Ham is basically what Miloš is saying, you know. So any Scandinavian tests or any other language, throw at me, Arabic, whatever. We spent 160 million on Sancho. Anthony might be as well spent 5 million on Bowen, Barnes, Mobeno, Almiron. I like Almiron. I like him. Yeah, good shout. No idea what Milos said, but I'm sure I agree. I just explained what he said. Yeah, nobody was good enough today, to be honest. I'll be the translator here. But you know, Google, we have Google in the house, so Google can also act translator. Hit the like button, please. Yes, smash a like for Mick's singing, for Mick's translation, for Pappi's honesty. His rants is so funny. Jarvis is the pessimist, but he's shining up under the light of Mufc Realist TV. He's slowly warming up. We're trying to influence him to be more positive. Good. No bottle jobs. Stuart. Please, Jarvis, I give you the pleasure to read Stuart Woolley's comments.
Not bottle jobs. Sometimes you have to give the opposition credit. Game plan and adaptation. Yeah, spot on, Stu. You know.
Yeah, you always talk.
West Ham and David Moyes was really they had the perfect game plan, but the goal affected the game. We had two shots in the post and 3 created big chances before West Ham got their 1 goal from their 1 chance in the first half, so we could easily have been up 3-0. So okay,
we could have.
You have a point, Stu, and West Ham adapted really well to leading 1-0 and being compact in the back. But you know, we could have won the game easily if we had been a little bit more clinical, and that's
the thing.
been the the movie going on and on repeat this
That's
season.
been on repeat, rinse,
Reality.
repeat. We could have, but it's been the same recipe, Stuart, as well, according to my opinion. That it's been the same recipe movie. We watched it over and over again. And could have, but we're not clinical enough. We're clearly going on trying to execute it in the first half, and it's just lately hasn't been our luck. Like Lady Fortuna has not been with us. We had some dodgy referee decisions, some juju happening. I don't know. It's been just a weird season up and down. Like, we had some weird results, like we're talking about big scoring games, and I don't know. I think we only scored 49 goals or 59 goals this season. So it clearly shows on the stats what we need to do in the summer. Like, we need to get a prolific goal scorer. We need a little bit of an open heart surgery. Look at the midfield, because games are won and lost in the midfield. And I just thought that Eriksson didn't have the engine today. We needed a little bit of engine. Casemiro was missing. He didn't have the engine either. So left Bruno on his own shoulders, and Bruno got frustrated, and we saw the worst out of Bruno, right? That's my opinion. Imran Khan, that was a shit show. We already said, like, we're not promoting shit shows. We're promoting our therapy show. He doesn't go. Does this guy at all? Weak at this place and sell this place. Yeah, this is been the theme. 5 games nightmare. Not happy. Miloše, 𝒂𝒊𝒔𝒉 𝒂𝒊𝒔𝒉. I'm just gonna translate. Kako je bolje po vama pojačanje za Manchester, McAllister ili Rač? Da ne razumem se. Good question. What he's asking, like, what is the reinforcement that we need for McAllister? Do we need Rice? It's funny how Serbians can spell, like, they spell if you read it, McAllister and Rice, they don't spell it the way it is. It's just the way they pronounce it. Do we need a McAllister or Rice? I think Rice is going. I mean, I loved Rice today. He was good. He was really good.
Rice
But I
and
think he's going
Paqueta
to.
had a very great game today. Like, both of them shined in that middle. Rice was better than Casemiro, hands down. I'm sorry to say, it's usually on a normal day you'd expect Casemiro to be better, but Rice outshined Casemiro today. Paqueta outshined Eriksson today.
But to be fair, Pappi, we have seen this before in United. You remember what happened to Matic?
With Matic, old Serbian
He got
Matic.
overplayed, and he looked like an old man waiting for retirement. And then he was out for 6 months, and he came back, and he was really like blossoming again, and was really good. But he got overplayed, and the same is happening to Casemiro now. I can see it, because his product, what do you call it, is going down every game, a little bit worse every game. So I'm worried. We should have another number 6 to like fill in for him and give him the rest needed. And the same with Eriksson. We overplay our players, and the same with Rashford. It's been a long season.
True. Miloš, you have the same name as my father. My father is also named Miloš, which is cool. I guess you're from Serbia, I reckon. And just let me know which city you're from. Let me see if I can guess it correctly. So, guys, it's been a long stream. We have to think about the therapy tomorrow. Jonathan Borg is saying, 𝒖𝒊𝒄𝒌 𝑹𝒆𝒂𝒍𝒊𝒔𝒕 𝑻𝑽. What? Ili Sancho. What is this for language, nigga? Is it Dutch, Jonathan Borg? Tell me. 𝒖𝒊𝒄𝒌 𝒆𝒂𝒑. Yeah, must be goed. Good, yeah. Okay. I didn't understand that, but if you can write it in English, if it's Flemish, I'm not so proficient. Finishing off with the Google, the Japanese have no idea, always asking at least 5 times why when training to find what's wrong. Random and useless knowing by random cheap. Oh, this is academic. I like it. Hold on to my thoughts. Lisa Morgan, welcome to the stream. Always pleasure. We have new users I've never seen before. Lisa, Lisa? Big up, Lisa. Welcome to the therapy session. Always look at the bright side of life. Always look out the bright side of life. Come on, everyone. Do-do, 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 do-do. Well, life is piece of shit when you look at it. We have to sing a little song. Yeah, good. Mr. Samuel, welcome back. Sancho is better on the left. This is a big question. We bought Sancho, and what is his position? I'm still confused. But guys, it's been a long stream. It's been fun therapy. I feel so much better. I'm gonna finish. I'm gonna take Cookie out for a walk, which is my dog. So we saw you, Bruno. Like, I love your dog. So, but guys, what we want to see more of.
We really need that rest right now, and I think it'll be nice to just know that the brighter side, the brighter thing to look at is that this is going to be the first time Manchester United players get a week worth of rest ever since September. Like dating way back then. And even David Moyes, his comments just came out that he says, I feel a lot for Manchester United. They played Brighton on Thursday. They've had to play here on Sunday. The 2-day recovery, it took the edge out of Manchester United tonight.
Yeah. Listen, I have a bonus supporter. It's been waiting in the background. He's just finishing Caribbean, filming Caribbean 4, I think. Welcome to the stream, sir. Oh, yeah, here we go. Hey, crazy. How did you go with Amber Heard?
Well, I didn't. never met her.
Do you support Manchester United, by the way?
Well, I'm not really into football.
But okay.
Or whatever ball.
Yeah?
More into rum.
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 So, there you go.
Big
up, Johnny Depp. Man. Good stuff. Big up. That's Johnny Depp. He's more into rumble, not football. So I want to finish on a positive note.
To rumble.
Yeah, let's get into rumble. No, he's into rumble. I met Johnny. He's a wicked guy. So to be honest, and also want to add one more time. You know what? We need more of these.
Busca a linha de fundo, entrou na área, fez o cruzamento para trás.
É gol! É gol, Pretinha! Xavier, Pretinha!
Do the spin.
Do the spin. Oh, guys, you have been amazing. You've been beautiful. Thank you so much, John Johnson. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for coming to the stream. All these new people. You know what? It's been such a sheer pleasure to meet all new people. Come back. You know, we've grown with thanks to all of you. Like, we are 11,100 subs. We're on the road to 15,000. Please, I love this community. I love coming here. You know, rain, sunshine, thunderstorm, all kind of weathers. You know, to speak to all of you all around the world, it does help, right? You know, because we are Manchester United supporters wherever we are, no matter. Like, I travel around the world. Whenever I see a brother or a sister with this emblem, we always talk and, you know, we say, hey, how's it going? You know what I mean? So big up for all of you. Please, we are not playing for another week, according to my opinion. It's my understanding we have 1 week off. These players need a little bit rest. We've been a little bit harder than, but we are not here to slag any players. We're here to criticize where, you know, what critics is due, and also give roses when roses are deserved. And as Pappi say, today was a bad day at office. But in order to have a bad day at office, you got to turn up to the office. And nobody came up to the office. So, guys, big up all of you. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much. Enjoy the day. I give you back the day, and tomorrow, please don't have any Monday blues. I hoped this helped. To the gentleman in the middle, you had a very good rant today. So I know, how would we rate your rant today? What's your score prediction for Pappi's friends today? What do we give him? Is it the man of the match, or is it Ruby, or is it? No, we are playing Rantians League here now. Pappi? Okay, I want your scores. I want your opinion. Great stream. Thank you.
Exactly. Mark.
Well done. Well done. Okay. So who is the winner? Who would you guys give the winner for the best rant today? It's Sunday roast.
I'd give it to
Come on.
Jarvis. I'd give it to
No. It's Pappi. It's Pappi. Pappi
and
at the
from
best.
8.5 on the rent, says John.
On the renter scale. Instead of Richter scale, we have the renter scale. All right. Sunday roast is almost winning. So are we anonymous? It goes to Mick today, right? No? And I'll give it to you,
goes
Pappi.
Mick Ruby. Let's give it to Mick Ruby, Jarvis. Let's give it to Mick.
No, 100%. I
He
give it to
really
you,
wants
Pappi.
it.
You're always here to give us a love, laughter, and smile.
Energy.
You know,
Man.
whenever you come in, it's power hour, 100% power hour. Guys, thank you again, and
you
sorry
for
for the
having me,
loss.
guys.
We go again. See you next week, I guess, for next. What is it? 4 games left or something, right? So
Yeah. Wolves next on Saturday. So,
Yeah.
you know, at least they get a whole week where they can
wake up fresh
weekday,
tomorrow. Take a walk. I'm gonna take my
Yeah.
dog out for a walk now. I think I'm gonna have some fresh air. Love, like, and share. Yeah, caveman, you came in just in time. You missed it. You know, I bet you came out from a cave and you swung that club as hard as you can after this. I bet you. But guys, caveman, no need to apologize. Just watch the replay afterwards and have a band, have a
Yes,
laugh,
yeah,
relax.
exactly.
Whatever you do to relax. I know your pre-match things. Whatever you guys do after to hyperventilate, you came to the right place. But unfortunately, we lost. Guys, see you later. Take care of all yourself. And yeah, amazing. Bye for now. Thank you so much for stopping by and watching Mufc Realist TV. Don't forget to like and subscribe and follow us on the socials.